Hi guys, this is you1405550. I've been very busy in Las Vegas. We decided to stay a little bit longer, and I've been kind of sick and haven't been feeling so great. So in a way, this is a little bit of an update, but also I just wanted to do a general video that I have done a few times on my YouTube channel, but I've never been able to really explain some of them in better details, in a way where it's like interesting and it makes you think. I feel like sometimes I have it in my head and then I try and say it and it doesn't go out. So I wrote it down in a way where it'll be much better for people to understand. But this is a video that I'd like to make again, but this one is the redone version, the more complete version. These are 20 or more things. I'm going to keep it at 20, but I'll have 2 extra bonuses of things that I would like to find in a woman or a person that I would love to be in a relationship with, or somebody that I would consider wanting to be in a relationship with, because I always tend to get this conversation, and it also happened one time in a stream recently, in Shishimaru's stream, a YouTuber named Shishimaru, which I will recommend at the end of this video, or maybe it'll pop up on the sidebar over here or over there. I don't know exactly, but I hope you guys will check it out. Check out Shishimaru and then go to his YouTube channel. I mean his younow stream. I think I either captured a moment of it on younow, or I was talking to the person. But this person had a crush on me, or might have had a crush on me, or kind of liked me. I'm not going to say names. Not going to say who this is. But I felt bad because I said, yes, I'm single, and yes, I could go in a relationship, but right now I'd rather be single. I said something like, because she asked if I'm taken, I'm like, no, I'm not taken, I'm single, but right now at this time I'd rather be single. I'd rather not be in a relationship. It's basically what I told her, typing online, because she was typing online also, and also because I don't really know this person that well, but I'm happy that we got to know each other in Shishimaru's stream. She's awesome, and it was cool. But yeah, I felt kind of bad because she literally typed, I feel devastated, and I'm like, oh gosh, I feel bad. Sorry. If only I could actually talk to this person in person. But anyways, I am speaking too much. Here are the top 20 / the 2 bonuses of lists of things that I would like to find in a woman, in somebody that I would like to date, a possible significant other. Number 1, they have to be very mature. I've explained it before as, taking jokes, and I mean, I know sometimes I don't take jokes on certain things, but like knows how to make good jokes, knows how to take jokes, and even if they're not the great jokes, knows how to laugh at those. Has a good sense of humor, and knows also how to regulate themselves when they shouldn't be, laughing too much, or when they should, be more poised, or when they should be not, yelling too much, or not being disrespectful, or this and that. Basically, a person that knows how to act in general and knows how to be respectful. That's basically what I mean by maturity. And also, somebody that can handle mature and personal things that, that you're going through. Like, handle mature situations, basically. I've explained it as best as I could in another video. You could try and find it, or I'm going to put it in the cards. We'll see. But yeah, definitely maturity. I did go a little further on this, and I said can relax and be a little bit childish every now and then, or such childlike, in a mature but natural way. 3, loves to talk / have intellectual conversations. I can talk for hours and hours and hours about different types of subjects, and I love talking about different things and debating about different things. And I like it when I can have somebody that can debate with me or explain their own opinion with something, and we can just, exchange different opinions back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's very nice when when you hang out with somebody or you meet somebody, whether it's online or in person, and you guys can just talk for hours and hours about anything. And when you guys forget, or when you guys are done with your guys' conversations, then you guys can go into another conversation and then get back into more conversations. It's always so interesting, and it makes me think. It makes me understand, maybe there's another opinion. Maybe my opinion might not be that strong. Maybe you've got good sources to prove your point. Maybe you've got something that makes me, want to talk to you more. It's a good conversation starter. Definitely, I didn't put it here, or maybe I did, but definitely if they're extroverted, and they love to talk, that's great. If they're introverted, that's okay too, as long as they can talk and they can conceptualize certain things. It goes both ways, but having a good understanding of both, a good balance. Has similar interests, so similar interests with me and my significant other. Maybe they like psychology and I like psychology. Maybe they like music and I like music. Maybe they like English and I like English. Maybe they like history and I like history. Something, a subject or a interesting thing that they are interested in. Comic books, anime, different types of interests. Have similar passions. So similar things that we're passionate about. Maybe we're passionate about playing video games. Maybe we're passionate about making YouTube videos. Maybe we're passionate about our careers in the future, Something that you're passionate about and that is similar to me, doesn't always have to be the same, but has to be somewhat similar, something that we can, go base by base on, as far as details go. Of something that we have, similar passions or similar dreams that we want to complete. Can debate a topic and give good context. Similar to what I just said earlier as far as like talking and, having intellectual conversations. Somebody that can have good context about things. I love it when people can do good context about something. If there's something I'm slipping up on that I didn't talk about that, doesn't justify my argument, I love it when somebody knows how to make it really, really good and knows where their sources come from and, knows how to talk it back. Loves music / has good music taste. Because if somebody has a very good music taste and it's music that I love and that they love, and we can click off a lot of different types of music and have similar types of music, it's good because in a lot of ways, then if we were to, let's say, share an iPod, we can listen to that type of music that we like, and nobody will be like annoyed with what music we're listening to. Also, it's good to listen to newer music, some older music that you never heard of before, and any of the other in-betweens. As long as it's good music that, fits within the criterias of, both people. So definitely have similar tastes in music, similar understandings in music, and what we really, really like. Love/has a little interest in anime. Okay, you might not love anime. Okay, you might not like it that much. But at least if you have a little bit of interest in it, I'd love that. Because I really love anime. I really like anime a lot. I'm an anime person. I'm an otaku in a lot of ways. I have friends that are, of course, bigger otakus than I am in some ways. But I love anime, and I love different types of anime, and it's nice to just see the progression within the animes and seeing how they play out. Although, I will say one thing though, when it comes to animes. They have to be, at least for me personally, they have to have a storyline. I don't like when animes, they literally just look all pretty, but they don't have any storyline, or the storyline does not make any sense. If you're making an anime or a cartoon or anything, that has animated things, or even sitcoms actually, it has to have some type of story. It can't just be something random. I can't have a whole bunch of cliffhangers and a whole bunch of filler episodes every single time that I'm watching this anime. It has to be very interesting, and it has to have a storyline. I'm very critical about that type of stuff. Knows how to treat others well. Yes, I've already explained that before in one of my other ones that I already talked about. But yes, knows how to treat people well, knows how to be respectful, knows how to treat a person with respect, and, even if they disrespect you or whatnot, knows how to just, say, it's okay, I'll just leave you alone, da da da, blah blah blah. Knows how to cook. Now you're probably thinking what I think some of you guys are thinking, but no, that's not exactly what I mean when I say that. Knows how to cook. Side note, this is so we can both, for special occasions or during daily life, we can share or take turns cooking for each other / host events with friends/family. This is nothing to randomly say that my significant other should just be cooking, and I shouldn't be doing anything. No. We should both be able to cook and be able to share recipes and cook and, learn different things. We should always take the time to switch every now and then, or take a time where we'll actually cook something for our significant other. It should not be only one person just cooking for, the family or for just us as a couple. Knows how to clean. Again, I already know what people's thinking might be between that. By that? But that's not what I mean by that. So that we don't dirty up our place, as we both need to know how to do this for daily life, because I know for a fact most of us are not going to be cleaning after each other. We're probably going to clean after ourselves, or we're going to help each other out and clean everything together. This is not something that only one person should do. Always wanting to learn something new or a different way to do things. So, you might clean one way, but I don't mind it. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind if you teach me another way to clean, or I teach you another way to clean. Maybe this is the way you like to clean, but I'm going to teach you a better way to clean. Maybe it might not be the method you usually use, but at least you're always wanting to learn something new. whether that's cooking something that you've never cooked, or whether that's, again, anything with cleaning, or let's say that's with, learning another subject that you don't understand but are interested in. Okay, next one. At some point, for both of us, is to manage bills/expenses. Yes, know how to manage our mortgage, the, insurance, the general bills when it comes to like the electric bill, the plumbing bill, the water bill, etc. Knowing how to manage and learn how to, balance the budget and such. Always something that you should very much learn how to do. And if you don't know how to do it, learn. Learn from your parents, learn on your own how to manage it. Must be educated with a college degree, specifically can be AA towards a BA or higher, because not only will help us in the future with jobs and other things in life, but also because it's nice to know that you really care about education and you've got your degree, you've got a good degree, and it's something that you're passionate about, something that you love, or it's something that you learned. Maybe it's not something that you exactly loved, but you wanted to learn about it, and that's the thing that you work towards. I would be very happy for you, and I'm glad that you take education very seriously. That I take education very seriously. So it's something that is great in a lot of different aspects. Can manage stress well. Sometimes we have stressors, and sometimes, of course our body does need a little bit of stress, but it doesn't need a lot of stress. What I mean by that is too much stress. And if you don't know really how to regulate your stress or how to do this or do that, it really ruins the relationship. Stress between two different partners or two different people really messes up the people in general. So any type of problems within the stress and not knowing how to regulate that stress and knowing how to calm that other person down or calm you down or keep us all calm by regulating the stress a little bit so that we don't go overboard or hurt ourselves in a lot of different ways, psychologically, personally, biomedically, biologically, etc. If you guys have taken a bio class or taken a psychology class, you learn a lot about your own human body and about stress and how to manage it and why it's not good to have too much and why it's good to have some stress but not too high of stress, to the point where it's going to mess up with your own body and your health and just your general moral state of being. Knows how to mingle with each other, meaning we know how to mingle with each other. We know how to feed off each other. We know how to mingle with each other. We know how to mingle with other people, which keeps the relationship fresh, and it makes it more interesting, and it makes it more, I forget the exact word, but if you've got a better word, think about it. But it makes it more fair between the two. I always love it, and I always want it to be fair between the two people, me and that other person. Having a common loving bond. This is like later down the line in relationship mode. Having a common loving bond. Unconditional love, taking one for the team when sometimes we don't want to. compromising sometimes when needed, knowing when to let go, knowing when to be compassionate and understanding, that type of thing. Even though I'm busy at this time, eventually knows how to drive/fix a car. Both of us. Why? Because as much as some of us don't want to, and personally in some ways, I can totally see why some people don't want to, because of the way our climate change is going and other things, or maybe you have another opinion or whatever. But sometimes, we need to get to work, we need to get to this, we need to do this, we need to do that. Or sometimes one of you guys is either sick or maybe in the future, children or anything else. You guys will need to know how to drive one another, or even just driving to work. You're going to need to know how to do that, because sometimes other transportation do not get you there on time. And sometimes there is emergencies where you will not be able to sometimes get the right transportation or the right services to bring you to that place. So sometimes you need to know how to drive so you can take the right precautions to bring your sick individual or person into the, into a hospital or anything like that. Knows that if one or both of us get into an argument/disagreement, is to know when to leave each other alone, or know how to stop and judge the situation, then understand where one is coming from. Okay? And the last two bonuses is, let me explain this. Because sometimes when you're in an argument, you're so unhappy, you're so distraught, you're so this and that. But and I've seen it, from friends, and I've seen it from my own self at times, where sometimes you're not exactly happy, and then you don't think to yourself, you don't use your brain and notice, I understand that we're having, an argument. I understand that, I might be right about this, or I might be wrong about this. But why am I not judging this situation? Why am I not, thinking about this situation more closely? Why are we even having this argument in the first place? What did one of us do wrong? Knowing how to communicate and stop and judge the actual situation is something that, in a lot of ways, a lot of us do. Sometimes friends are having arguments. You just don't randomly go, this person's right, you're wrong. No. You tend to go, okay, let me stop. Let me listen to one conversation. Let me listen to another conversation. Okay, I see where you guys are going with this. But now let me stop and judge this. What is happening here? And, how can I stop from you guys, fighting or arguing, So that type of thing. We need to click, aka chemistry. I probably already explained it in some of these. Some of these have similarities to chemistry. And this is the bonus. This is 21. Having that chemistry with each other, to me, in a relationship, keeps the bond between the two people. And keeps the communication good between the two people. These are a lot of my opinions and my own experiences, and like I said, my list of things that I would like to find in a significant other, a woman, that I would like to date. And then the second bonus, 22, is once/has traveled to different countries or states and places they'd like to travel. I've traveled to different places, and I'm very thankful that I'm able to travel with these different places with my familia and with my familia, and the ways that we're able to go on a lot of these different travels. I'm very thankful that I have the benefit in a way, or I have the connections and such, or whatever you would like to call it. I don't usually like to talk too much about this, but yeah, in a ways to go and travel and go around the world. But I love it if somebody has been able to travel around the world and see different places and see different countries and the places they'd like to travel to that they haven't been to. Maybe they haven't been to Italy. Maybe they haven't been to Spain. Maybe they haven't been to here. Maybe they haven't been to that, or this, or here, over there. It's fun to travel. It's nice to see things. And in a lot of ways, it makes you mature because it makes you think, okay, I'm in this country. What is happening in this country? What am I learning from this country? What am I learning through the culture? What am I learning through this? How am I learning this? How am I understanding this? It's something that makes you evolve in a way, and adapt in a way where it's just like, wow, I went to that place once before. I understand the culture. I understand how people act. I love what's happening here. I've been here before. It makes you think. It makes you mature. It makes you see things from a different light than, let's say, just staying in, let's say, your home state and just seeing the same thing usually over and over and over and not seeing something new. It's like a breath of fresh air in a way. Anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. More vlogs to come. I've got one that I'm probably going to see uploaded later today, maybe in a few hours from now, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. I hope you guys will enjoy this video. This is an update / a top 20 of things that I would like to find in a woman. Like usual, there will probably be another video, an old video about this on this side, an old video about this on the other side, maybe, or it might be random videos. I don't know which one I'm going to choose. Always, there will be a subscription over there, and then somebody else that I would recommend, or would like you guys to try and see and maybe subscribe down below in the cards over here. Alright, I will see you guys later.